Welcome back everyone. Atma Namaste Master. I welcome Rohan Master again for this podcast. Human being born on this earth, some will understand that they have to build the positive karma to lead a healthy life. Some won't understand. If a person has to build the positive karma on this earth, what are the things he has to do?
That's a very good question. Now, what are the things to be done? See, positive point is one thing. Second is what you are doing is second thing. Okay, I'll give you one beautiful story. There was one. This story goes back to the disciples of Muhammad. Okay, so this disciple of Muhammad asks him like, see, there's one student of yours. Okay, he is doing all good things and is good. I am also doing the same good things. Okay, the same practices, but I am not able to do. Troubles are following with me. I am having lot of troubles, but whereas he is not having that kind of troubles. Okay, now Muhammad, what he says to this disciple is, you do one thing. Morning till evening, whole 24 hours, you be with this student A, let's say student A and B. You be with him and see what he does, and come back to me. Okay, see, you just examine the whole day, so you will understand. Okay, so now the both of them students go and they will be together the whole day, and they come back, and the student B says, we have seen him, he does the namaz, he does the prayers, he does everything what you have told me, and I am also doing the same thing. You understand? Whatever he is doing, I am doing. So there is nothing much difference. Why do you think? What's the difference? So the master, the Muhammad, he says, you have seen him, what he has been doing, but you didn't see what he has not done, which you have been doing.
Yeah.
For example, the whole 24 hours, he never lied. Whole 24 hours, he never thought bad about somebody. You understand? Whole 24 hours, he might have been doing all the good things. The prayers are all is a different factor, but he has not done so many things which normally as human beings we do. So, it is not important about how much positive karmas you are building. It is very important what you are not doing. You understand?
Yeah.
So if you keep telling lies and you say, why is my problem not solving? It will never happen. How will a positive karma happen? Nothing will happen. How will my negative karma start building up? It is all about what you do and what you don't do. So both are important. Okay. This is how you can build. It's not about being truthful. It is not about being positive. It is not about being helpful. But even a small one negative thing which you have been practicingly doing it every day, that also will create a problem. Okay. And many a times we do things unknowingly. There's a story of one king who used to started chanting a mantra given by one person, saying that I want to have a beautiful generation. First wife gives birth to a child and she dies. Okay? So he gets married again. The second wife gets married, gives birth to a child, dies. Same thing happened 4, 5. Now this fellow is chanting mantras, and this fellow's 4, 5 wives are dead. He feels very frustrated. He goes to a very high person and he tells, what am I doing wrong? All my wives are dead. I'm getting beautiful children, but all my wives are dead. What happened? So this high elevated person listens to him. What are you doing? I am chanting this kind of mantra. He says, the pronunciations of the mantras you are doing is wrong. Unknowingly you are chanting that should have a good generation, and the person who is reason for it, or the wife, will perish. Many a times we have been doing this. We chant unknowingly what the real word means is. We do things unknowingly that because my great grandfather did it, I am doing it. Look at it, what has happened. You understand? Whether it is building positivity by doing it, or whether it is building negativity. Somebody has told you to do this is a ritual, I am doing it. Now, by doing that ritual, will it bring positivity, or is it bringing negativity? Some good things might happen in your life, but there are so many other bad things happening behind it, which you are not aware. You are saying, my grandfather also did, my father also did, but is that pattern repeating back to you? That you have to understand. So what you do, what you don't do, what you think, what you chant, what you speak, your actions, everything starts building your positive or negative life.
Thank you, Master. Say, for example, I am a silent spectator. Something is happening to me which is negative. I can go and control that or avoid that, but I don't take any action because I'm a silent spectator. I'm just watching it. Am I going to attract negative karma?
Yes. If you have that authority to say no, or at least stop that person from doing what he is doing, you also, many a times we also get some subjects who are suffering something similar. They are just the housewives, mothers. The father was beating their children, the mother was silently watching. At the old age, naturally the father has suffered a lot. Even the mother goes through certain level of physical, mental or relationship issues. They also suffer. Even though she was not a part of it. She didn't beat their children or anybody. She was just a normal housewife, silent housewife. She was a very silent person. But yes, karma points built. At the end of the day, they also will go into that same problems. So yes, it happens.
Thank you, Master. I have seen some priests like they perform these daily puja rituals. Every day they go to the temple. Everything they do, they pray God. Everything, all the good things they do, and as a person also they are good, but still they suffer in their life in terms of their health, finances, everything. Like they are not in peace. That is purely based on their karma.
See, what happens is, see, whatever I was just telling you, you might be a very good person. You might be, for example, you might be praying morning. You get up, do your chant and all these things. I've seen many people doing it, but still you are going to go into a physical problems because somewhere down the line, that small unknown karma you are creating. You understand? There might be a discrimination. When you're doing a puja, when a good man comes, when I'm saying a rich man comes, come. There's a poor man comes, you stand in the side. That poor man, he'll be standing quietly. Oh, rich man has come. But somewhere down the lane, he will feel, why am I poor? Why am I kept on the side? There was a feeling of, understand?
Yeah.
The negative. That feeling of negative is also, he has brought in a negative karma point to this person. It can be a very small action. I'm talking about a very small action. But unknowingly, many a times they do it. And somebody has come to do a puja or anything. can be church, mosque, or temples are not. That person might be having 100 rupees. No, I can't do this because this costs 500 rupees for. Now that person who has come with 100 rupees feels bad. You understand? So the emotions which a person goes through also builds your negative karma, whatever good you do. You understand? So you should understand that whatever action you are doing, it should be such a positivity that it does not bring negative emotions into a person or negative feeling because of your action. Now that is a little difficult, but that is how the nature works. How to make everybody happy is question mark where everybody will ask. But can you come to that stage of life if you want to really build in spirituality? It's possible, and we have seen it's possible.
Okay, Master. Does this karma affect only the human being, or it affects the animals, plants, any other creature?
Every living being or non-living being, as you say, as mountains. Some call it as non-living beings. Rocks, mountains, trees, plants, animals, birds. Everything goes through their karmatic positives and negatives. So you might have heard about king of the jungle, correct? And he is living like a king of a jungle, hunts everybody respects him. But when he becomes weak, the hyenas who used to eat his leftover starts to attack him and kill him. The king of the jungle, 99% of the so-called tigers, lions or tigers are killed by their own smaller animals, which normally otherwise would have been feeding with their. And this is how life is.
Yeah.
If you see, king of the jungle is animal, but same thing happens to humans. You understand? So there's an old saying which says, birds eat the ant, and the ants eat the birds. So it's a rotation. So it's just that what happens, what time. That's it.
See, being born as a human being, we know that like if you do good things, good thing will happen to us. Okay, we can attract good karma. When it comes to the animals, plants, or any other creatures, like whether they also have the awareness, like
Yes, they have the awareness. They are born with that awareness. See, you don't teach a bird how to build a nest, correct?
yeah,
You don't teach a bird what to eat. Nobody teaches it, but it starts eating. You understand? So this is the awareness. This is the consciousness which is there. So if a bird or an animal is eating which is out of its free will, for example, you cannot make an elephant eat a meat because it will not eat. It will die because it cannot eat a meat. Okay. Whereas you cannot make a tiger eat grass. It will die off. You understand? So there is a consciousness, there is a behavior pattern, there are the physical structures which is there. So every animal is being placed in that time and zone to finish its task. Now you cannot say that, hey, tiger is there, so it will eat the deer. Let's save the deer. You understand? Because the deer is there, the tiger is there. Tiger will catch the deer and you understand. Even if you go to save the deer, you are doing a negative karma because you are maybe the tiger will feel bad for you. So like that. So it's
then we keep hearing that your parents, they would have done some good karma. That's the reason you are leading a healthy life. Similar way, whatever the good karma we do, that will also like help our children to lead a healthy life.
If you read the book Way of Life for Better Generation, where my book it explains very clearly how you make your life beautiful. Okay, first you make your life beautiful. Then your next generation or coming generation will be. It's not only your children, but your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. It passes on. That genetic positiveness passes on. So it really builds your. We always say, build your positivity. It will build your whole family, not only your children but your parents, your siblings, your neighbors, all around you will surely be positive. And that one um, positiveness which you build might change the world's direction. Because if you, there was one saying, because Russia was on the verge of sending the nuclear bomb to the US ship, which would have created the next third world war. But at that moment of time, it is the captain who decided to press the button because he got the wrong information that the US was bombing Russia. But the second in line, that's the second in line captain, that person told, let's wait. Let's not press this button, because if I press this button today, I know it is going to create a disaster which will change the world's direction. Now that one button, press of a button, was stopped by an second in line captain, and that saved the world into Third World War. Otherwise, this positiveness of let's wait and watch, let's not press the button of distraction. You understand?
Yeah.
That is the moment of time. Maybe it will change the world in the future. If maybe we don't know when the Third World War will happen. But as a written told, the Fourth World War will happen with sticks and stones. So nothing else will be left. So we are standing in the brink. Anytime that button can be pressed. But the person who is going to press the button is conscious enough not to press that button, but to say, no, let's wait and watch. So that consciousness, if you are able to build among your children, we don't know when. Maybe this generation, your children, or your past, or your maybe fifth or eighth generation later, if you are able to build that positiveness, that one day world.
Now, what are the daily rituals we have to teach our children to build their positive karma?
You don't have to teach them any daily rituals. Just show them what is right and what is wrong. As a parent, you don't have any rights to. Other than that, you don't have any rights to tell them. See, you have to just tell them, if you do this, because they are built with their own consciousness. They are much advanced human being than you are. Please understand this. So they have their own directions. They have their own ways. They will travel the world. They will move around. They will mix into different breeds. That's a different aspect. But you just show them that this is positive, this is negative. If you do this, you will fall into this as negative, because there are big companies who will attract them. But show them this is negative, this is positive. Now you start building your energies into positivities, so you can lead your life beautifully. And you should become the example. You cannot see, if you who are not built your life positively, children will not listen, including their parents or teachers. If whoever your teacher or whoever it is, his life is negative, or he has done something which this child or sees or hears, whatever advice the teacher or parent gives, they will not listen. But if you build your life and you are living to an example where the child or anybody, it is not only your children but children all around you, are able to say, wow, this is the person who has lived a beautiful life and I should follow it. So that would make great difference.
Thank you, Master. So, what is the relationship between karma and prosperity? One who does the good karma only will become prosperous in his life with respect to health, wealth, happiness?
No. See, happiness is different, prosperity is different, money is different, karma is different. So you cannot say that a happy man is prosperous, a prosperous man is happy. Okay, so it doesn't mean that only rich man might reach the heavens or poor man will reach the heaven. No, it is nothing like that. It's all parts of how you make your life, how you make your decisions in life. So this is how it goes. So it doesn't really make. There's no absolutely. It is different choices. There might be a rich man who is unhappy, who has lost everything. He has a lot of richness, but doesn't know living alone. There are thousands of people
Yeah.
like that. So there is a very happy man not having anything in his pockets. So whether you call this man prosper or this man prosper.
Correct.
So it's a choice how you see it. So it's all quite different. Karma point sure makes a difference. Positive karma points, the time you spend, the luck which plays on your roles, people whom you meet, surely makes a difference in your life. So vibrations, what you create, will also. So
Thank you,
money
Master.
can be gained both positively, negatively. A lot of people make a lot of money, but money is not prosperity.
But how are they going to pay the price for earning the money in a wrong way?
There is nothing called paying the price. See, you all pay accordingly. See, a billionaire, for example, what will he do with that billions? Then he has to leave and go. Same thing in the case with a poor man, a beggar. What will he carry and go? Nothing. Both are same. Both are same. Only thing is that fellow billionaire might be living in a 10,000 square feet house or 20,000 square feet house. This fellow might be living in the whole space. His tent is his whole world.
Yeah.
You understand? So it really does not really matter. So there might be a nomad or a person like a shepherd who is sleeping on the top of a mountain. Where is 10,000 square feet house? This is 1 lakh square feet of house.
How we look at it?
Yeah, it's a very simple calculation which nobody can do it. It's not. It's a myth. Many a times I have seen loners in a 10,000 square feet house, 20 bedrooms, but one person living in that mansion. So it's not really a calculation which you can do.
Thank you, Master. You have given a lot of insights, information, and clarifying many of my doubts and the doubts of the viewers as well. Whether you would like to add any other things with respect to this particular topic, karma?
Karma is a very long topic. If we sit and discuss, it's going to take days together. So surely it's going to be a very long time. It's a association which happens among every person. So if anybody is interested, we are ready to teach. So that's how it goes.
Thank you very much, Master, for your valuable time in this podcast, Wisdom in Spirituality. Today we have understood a lot of things about karma, about the bad karma, good karma, what are the things we have to adapt in our day-to-day life, how we have to lead our life. Okay, a lot of things you have learned. I would like to thank Master Rohan Shiri for sparing his valuable time and giving me an opportunity to conduct this particular podcast. Thank you, Master. Thank you, Universal Trust. Atma Namaste.
Namaste.